What's happening, everybody? You know who it is. It is your boy, Keith Fit. Yes, I know I had discussed spreading some information, spreading some knowledge and some wisdom to you guys, utilizing minds to give back to you, hoping in hopes of it assisting you throughout your journey in elevating and becoming the best version of you can be, right? And so this video right here is going to be the first one where we begin to answer questions that I received over the years, right? A big question that I received over the years is about supplementation. When you're exercising, what supplements are very beneficial to you to assist you in becoming the best version of yourself, developing, getting big, getting swole. How can I do that? How can I do that? And what tools can I use to get me there? Well, one of the most vital pieces to add to your nutritional supplement is creatine. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is creatine? Okay, so what I did was took the time out to jot down some information for you guys, and I'm gonna be here to deliver it to you guys right now. So let's break down what is creatine exactly, right? Now, what creatine is a natural compound synthesized in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. It's a natural ingredient synthesized in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. And it is sourced from animal proteins. What does that mean? That means certain types of food that you get, animal-based food, of course, it carries creatine and delivers it into your body, right? So it is used by regenerating adenosine triphosphate, right? Which is ATP, also known as the body's main energy currency. Creatine is a situation that optimizes energy and transfers it during muscle contractions and cognitive processing, right? So, super fucking dope, right? Okay, you take creatine and people assume creatine is going to give you a burst of energy. In fact, it is not. This is not caffeine. It's not going to give you a burst of energy. So you might not feel it, but when you're in the gym and you're hitting them weights and you're digging deep and you're pushing through, all of a sudden, you'll begin to feel like, oh, I can go another rep. I can do more. I can be more. Let's get it. And that's exactly what creatine does, right? So here's how creatine benefits the human body, right? Muscle growth and strength. Let's talk about it. Muscle growth and strength. Let's talk about it. So it drives high intensity explosive movements such as weightlifting or sprinting by quickly replenishing ATP. Combined with resistance training, it can significantly increase lean muscle mass and power. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Yes, serious. I'm talking about it can help you level up. I like to talk about Dragon Ball Z because I happen to be a big time anime fan, right? And so what I'm saying is, if you're a fan, you're gonna get this one. What I'm saying is, Goku was just a regular Saiyan. And then all of a sudden, through hard work of course, he pushed himself to be able to go Super Saiyan. Creatine is going to do just that. It's going to help you go Super Saiyan. Alright, so not only does it benefit lean muscle tissue, right, but also at the same time, as we discussed earlier in this conversation, it helps enhance brain function. Oh shit, how does it do that? Well, let's talk about it. These neurons have high energy demands. Creatine supports cognitive processing and memory and has been shown to help preserve mental sharpness during periods of stress, aging, and sleep deprivation. Man, what? It sounds like is an awesome tool to add into my nutrition plan. Absolutely, it really is. If the goal is to be a big, swole, sidewalk cracking motherfucker, or not, you know what I mean? To just get in shape and just be healthy and optimize your overall health, creatine is something that is very beneficial, a vital piece to add into the equation when it comes to your development, right? So let's talk about something else, right? Another topic right here. I'm in the gym, I'm working out, I'm killing it. Oh snap, God, my body, it hurts. Yeah, so let's talk about it, right? Recovery and injury prevention. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, so creatine aids in repairing muscle tissue, reduces exercise-related cell damage, and may support rehabilitation and recovery from traumatic brain injuries. Are you serious? Has a heart attack, ladies and gentlemen. Has a heart attack. Creatine is very beneficial. Let's go back, right? We're going to talk about some more Dragon Ball Z stuff, alright? I know you're not hip, but you better get hip. You better get hip. There's a thing on Dragon Ball Z called a sensu bean. Sensu beans are used as a tool for when I'm having an epic fight, an epic battle. Oh my goodness, he beat me, I'm down, I'm hurting, I'm all types of messed up. Pop a sensu bean and all of a sudden, you feel recharged and you're ready to get back into the field. What I'm saying is creatine itself can be beneficial. It's not going to do nothing like that type quick, but it definitely is beneficial in helping your muscles repair, heal, and come back stronger after an epic workout. You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, we heard about the muscle tissue and how creatine can be beneficial there. We also heard about how it can be beneficial for the brain. Well, what about the bones? Oh, well, we're going to get there, right? Let's talk about it. Bone health and aging, right? When paired with exercise, creatine promotes bone formation and can counteract age-related muscle or sarcopenia, helping adults maintain mobility and independence. Whoa. Yes. It helps you out, man. It helps keeps them bones healthy and shape and limbo or nimble as you're willing to as you're going throughout life, you know what I mean, on your journey. So what it sounds like to me, or what it's beginning to sound like to me, and it should be sounding like to you at this point, is that creatine is very beneficial. So if that's the case, why do doctors say no to creatine? Let's talk about it. Some doctors may often advise against creatine, primarily due to pre-existing kidney issues, medication interactions, or a patient's age. While creatine is safe for healthy adults, physicians caution against it to prevent kidney strain, unwanted blood tests, confusion, and growth-related risks in minors. So, creatine is very beneficial. But again, it could be, if not properly used, or if not combined with proper hydration, it could be very damaging to the liver, pancreas, things of that nature, and it's not necessarily an awesome tool to add to your repertoire of nutrition if you are already dealing with certain things that is that could possibly be damaging to what it is that you got going on. So of course, before adding anything of this magnitude to your diet plan, make sure you consult with a doctor or a physician, things of that nature, a nutritionist, to just make sure that you're moving in the right direction to help you out. Listen, I'm just here delivering a message, but I am no doctor, and I am no physician. I am a nutritionist, but I don't know you who happens to be viewing this on the other side, but if you're interested, hit me up, contact me. Let's chop it up, and we can see where things going. And I might be able to create you a nutrition plan to help you achieve the goals that you're trying to achieve. So let's dive back into this real quick, okay? So let's talk about it. What does creatine do, right? Creatine isn't just a dietary supplement. Your body naturally makes this every day. It is primarily stored in the muscles, right? Where it can be used as quick source of energy when it's needed, right? Creatine is particularly helpful during short bursts of intense activities like weightlifting, sprinting, or high-intensity interval training. When available as an immediate energy source, it is used to quickly power muscle contractions, which is super freaking dope, right? That being said, it's only helpful if you plan to exercise. I'm going to say that again. It's only helpful if you plan to exercise. Creatine benefits come from what it helps you do in the gym. Whether that's lifting heavier weights, completing more reps, or finding explosive speed. Because of this, your body then responds by building more muscle. Right? So creatine has its benefits. But if you're not into the gym like that, don't just take it. Right? And I'm talking about, like, if you're like an individual that just goes home and sits on the couch or does things around the house but not really focusing on truly developing and building muscle, don't take creatine, because it's not going to be beneficial to you. And then for you, you may be more likely to receiving having harmful side effects due to the use of creatine when you're not even using it properly. So that's why I want to make sure in this video, make sure you're exercising if you're going to use creatine. Those supplementations have their spot, their position, their place there for individuals who can manage to use the tool properly. And if they use the tool properly, it can be beneficial. But if you're not going to be using it the way it needs to be used, then please don't use it. Alright? So, let's talk about the creatine phosphate system. Right? What we've been talking about thus far is, what is creatine? How can it help you? Right? But how does all of that even work? Well, let's dive into it, right? I took the liberty of taking some notes on that as well, right? So the creatine phosphate system. This system provides immediate energy for short, explosive bursts of high-intensity activity. Right? It functions by instantly donating a phosphate group to a depleted adenosine diphosphate to form a fresh adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, which is the energy currency of the cells. How does that work? Well, the muscles only store enough free ATP for about 3 to 5 seconds of maximum exertion. Once this is exhausted, the creatine phosphate system takes over, and to maintain energy without requiring oxygen, this means it's an anaerobic process, right? It doesn't really need oxygen. ATP, let's talk about it. The ATP breakdown. Working muscles burn ATP, breaking it down into ADP plus phosphate plus energy, right? 2, the donation aspect of it, right? The enzyme creatine kinase strips the phosphate group of the creatine phosphate. So the creatine kinase is going to strip the phosphate group of the phosphate. What? Now it's going to enter into a realm of regeneration. That free phosphate now binds with the depleted ADP. It instantly replenishes or resynthesizes it into an ATP. The duration. This system provides peak power for only about 8 to 10 seconds. What? That means you get an additional 8 to 10 seconds after the first 3 seconds has been all wiped out, because of your body is now using creatine in the creatine phosphate process, right? So now let's talk about some supplementation, right? Athletes use creatine monohydrate to saturate muscle tissue. Supplements constantly increase the amount of available phosphocreatine in the body, which helps delay fatigue and allows for it allows for slightly more reps and power during intense training. Phosphocreatine equals creatine phosphate. So that's all I have for you guys today, right? A little bit about creatine, right? We dove into what it is, how it works, and the journey your body goes through when using it within the body. I really hope that this video right here is beneficial to you guys and it answers some of you guys' questions. Remember, if you're going to use creatine, make sure you're using the creatine while you're working out. Don't use it just to use it, just because. Make sure you're using it for a reason, right? Because it does have side effects that can be harmful if we're not going to do nothing with it. So be sure to use creatine the right way. And this is just another video from your boy Keith Fit. I hope it was very beneficial to you. I want you guys to know that I love those that love me. If you don't love me, it's cool, because I still got nothing but mad love for you. And I'm still rooting for you. Until next time. Peace.